Welcome to my masterclass on pitching mechanics. So, pitching velo components. There's 5 key things, 3, 4, 5 keys to throwing harder. Everybody knows that everyone wants velo. Velo is what every scout wants, everyone wants velocity. It makes everything play up, makes you throw harder, makes you get better outs if you can control it. The only downside is if you're doing it incorrectly, you're going to get hurt. But let's start off with number 1. The 3 keys, all you need to know about pitching velocity, there's only 3 things you need to know. 1, where's your hip-shoulder separation and your scap placement at the time that you're trying to get separation. 2 is the flexion spine layback and the timing of your lead leg block when you're blocking off and piling off to get to the end. And then 3 is the extension of movement here. How quick can you get here, here, there? So, with your hip-shoulder separation and the scap, it's this movement of pulling this back and allowing your arm to relax and getting this movement and getting your hips going too at the same time of this. So how can you do that? How do you create more retraction, as they like to call it? So you have to be able to time that up with the timing of your lead leg block and allowing of this movement, so that and this. It's hard to explain it, but pretty much the timing of your hips and your scap retraction allows for layback and allows for your back to get like this, extend, and lay back and allow you to go. Take a whip-like mechanism to allow you to throw harder. So the hip-shoulder separation scap part is all one movement, so it's really just how quick can you get this to hold here, and at the second that you extend is the second you have to flick through to throw the ball, like a whip mechanism. Already went over that. And then your lead leg block timing is important also, because you have to be able to time up the momentum. It's almost like you're hitting the lead leg block before all this happens, but the second that this happens and it extends, your arm has to be in a correct position to go forward. So you have to be about 90 degrees when this extension piece is happening, so it would be boom, boom, boom. So it's a catapult movement almost, so to speak. And then that extension and whip mechanism comes in from getting this down first to that to here. So it's boom, leaning back and extending. Boom, boom, boom. But it's all happening very quickly in a timely manner, allowing you to work together. So let's go over step number 3. So I'm going to talk about 2 later. But 3 is, what's the quickest point down a slope? What's the quickest point between a box you're trying to get across it? It's a straight line. So what does that mean? You're riding down the slope correctly. So when you're getting all this moving together with your hips and everything, you're sitting down the mountain. It's not like twisting. A lot of people like to twist and get into different positions. But really what it comes down to is how well can you get down this slope in a straight line and control your body movement to get here, there, and there, from what we talked earlier. It's pretty much how quick can you control your body and stopping it. How quick can you control it? If you get too quick and extending out too much, your body is not going to be able to control itself. So you have to be able to be under control and understand what your strength powers are and how strong you are to control your own self. So if you're trying to go quicker, you're going to need more explosion, more energy to hold yourself. This is where strength piece comes in. And you see dudes that are super weak that still throw hard. It's because they're able to control their body at a rate that they want to. You don't have to be super strong to throw hard. It helps to be able to control and hold your weight more, but you don't need it. It's just an added piece of something that will help you. So let's go back to 2. Does mass equal gas? No. You probably think I'm crazy. You probably think that I'm this guru or someone that acts like I know what I'm talking about. I'm a professional baseball player. I've seen it. Mass does not translate to gas. it's lean mass that translates to gas. So what I mean by that is you need to get protein, 1 pound of protein per what your goal is for what you're trying to get to. You don't want to just be pulling up on carbs, because carbs just turn into calories and it's an energy source for your body. Carbs are great for right before you compete, right before you go into a game. But you need that protein to actually build muscle mass if you're trying to get stronger, if you're trying to get leaner. If you're trying to get leaner, you need to be in a caloric deficit and still having the amount of protein that you need per pound, or it's just going to end up getting weaker. You're going to end up not hitting your goals that you want. So lean mass equals gas is what I would say is important. So let's go to 4. The hip shoulder separation drill. Well, no, let's go to 5 actually first. So with this part, it's no harm, no foul training. So this is the way I like to look at it. If you know how your body works and how you normally move with your mechanics, if your body's normally in a certain position at when you're hitting or timing of how you feel, understand your body and just try to pick and choose things. Like try to throw in a new timing mechanism of when your foot's landing early or late to control your body. And just pick and choose little tweaks in your body to see what's working. You can kind of take like a trial run with 3 throws like this, 3 throws like that, 3 throws with your arm here. Just see which way your body moves the best, because you already know how your body normally moves. You can go back to it at last resort. So you actually get, when you try to change things in practice, you don't want to change it into a game, but when you change things in practice to see what works trial and error wise, it's a much easier process to do that than to just continually practice over and over and over again. And then a lot of people get into this habit too. They think the 1,000 reps. If I go into a cage and hit 1,000 balls, if I throw 1,000 pitches, that's going to work. You got to understand, you got to be doing it correctly. If you're not doing correct mechanics or correct ways of doing things, you're digging yourself a tunnel, into a ditch, into something that isn't going to translate. You need to be doing it correctly. It's better to do something with less energy and less amount of reps correctly than it is to do something 1,000 times bad. Because you're just, yeah, it's hard work. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort. But you're digging yourself a tunnel to a ditch of something that you can't get out of, and your body just corrects itself. So whatever you teach it, your body will continually do it. So do it correctly. Understand what your mechanics are doing. Get help. Get somebody that knows what they're talking about when it comes to your mechanics. I do online coaching. If you want to work one-on-one with me, I can look into what you're doing right and wrong. You need somebody to know what they're doing, to understand, to tell you what to do, so you're not doing something wrong on the back end of things. So let's go into my last piece. Hip shoulder separation drill, or scap retraction when I was talking earlier. This allows for layback and being stiff. If you're a stiff mover, you can get into better position. So you want to put your leg like on a hip machine, so it's like an ab machine kind of. You know the machines at the gym where you're able to like scap and oblique retract like this. So you want to put your leg like up on this and here, and you can feel when you do this movement with the extension of how your body's supposed to move. So the hip shoulder separation too, you can try to put your leg up like this and extend this way, see how far you can go like in control. And you can kind of see how the whip mechanism works when your body, your leg is extending, and this is all moving through. So the extension of your leg moving this back and through, so it all comes up like this kind of movement. So it's a boom, 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 boom kind of movement. So that's kind of how I got myself to feel the timing of your extension. It's that kind of, it's allowing yourself to see when the extension is going to get here and follow through. So those are just 5 little things I want to make a video about, because it's important to know the components of velocity and what makes you throw harder. It's not just getting stronger, it's not just getting more mobile, it's understanding the timing and places of things that need to happen for your body to move down the mountain. So please like, share, and comment on this. This is the first episode of pitching pitching velocity components. So let me know if you guys want me to continue doing this, and leave a comment. If you want to work with me one-on-one about this stuff, I can look in your mechanics, drop a comment, and I'll talk to you about it. I'll reach out to you and see what we can do, and have a good day. Thank you.